Hey kids, do your best on the test. Let's get started.
So the instruction here tells us to find the area of the shaded region only, not the full circle. So in order to do that, we still use the pi r squared, the area of the circle, but we have to multiply it with a fraction saying, I don't want the full circle, but out of the full circle, I will use this angle. Plug that in the calculator. Okay, press enter. And that should give us 16.76 areas in the second dimension. And this would be your final answer. Now the arc length of the circle looks like the circumference if we complete it. So use the circumference formula of the circle, but like the area, multiply it by the ratio of only the angle that you want out of 360. Put that in the calculator, hit enter, and that tells us the arc length of AB, so 8.38. And this is in the first dimension. This will be your final answer. In this scenario, we are given that the ratio of the sides of a regular polygon is 7:5. Now keep in mind when they say side, that's one dimension. That's like a side length. Length, height, width, those are all one dimension. Now the question that they're asking is, what is the ratio of the areas of the polygon? And we know that areas is in 2 dimension. Because 1D and 2D are in different dimensions, we need to do something about the ratio we were given. So 7:5, that would only work for 1D. Bringing it to 2D, we need to square them. So 7 squared is 49, 5 squared is 25. So the ratio of the areas would be 49 to 25. And just a reminder, from 1D to 2D, square the number. From 2D to 1D, square root the number. From 1D to 3D, cube the number. And from 3D to 1D, cube root the number. And keep in mind that cube root and square root are 2 different things. Just a reminder, in order to get to cube root, press the button math and it's the number 4. Right? In this scenario, we're asked to find the area of a trapezoid. And on our formulas, that's 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. Keep in mind that the base and the height must be perpendicular to each other. So 1/2 base 1, 18. Let's put this in the calculator. We get 558. In the absence of a unit, we put the U for units, any unit there, and square. This will be your final answer. Okay, so for this scenario, we are asked to find the surface area of this 3D object. Now, this 3D object is composed of 2 different objects. One is half the sphere. Now, if you use any of the formula for the sphere, please do not forget to take half of that before you add it to the next solid. This solid is a cylinder, and we only want the area around the sides, so we are going to use the lateral area of a cylinder instead of the surface area. And last, we're going to add the big B, which is the area of the base, and the base shape is a circle, so we want to get the area of this circle. Okay, so the first formula is the surface area of a sphere, which is 4 pi r squared. Now, our radius here, 4 pi, is 5. According to the calculator, 4 pi r squared is 314.159. But remember, we needed to get half of that. So we're actually going to use 157.08. The lateral area of a cylinder is 2 pi RH. Radius is 5, h height is 8. And our calculator gives us 25133. And last, the area of the circle, pi r squared, 7854. So the total area of this 3D solid is this plus that. So half the sphere's surface area is 15708. The lateral area of the cylinder is 25133, and the area of the base, the circle, is 78.54. This gives us a grand total of 486.95. And since we're looking for the surface area, our units will be in the second dimension. Alright, and now that you are done, go ahead and put everything away except for something to write with and your calculator. You will receive a pink formula sheet, and that is what you can use for the test. Please read the questions carefully and show your work. Write down all the work, even the ones that you are putting in the calculator. All right, take care.